Today's plan is going to be that I'm going to try to do a comparison between business class and standard class, going with British Airways. The flight is going to be on a 777, going down to Madrid from Heathrow. It should be about 2 hours 20 each way. Now, the only obvious problems I do have is I have business class on the way out, so I will be sitting in a pod, which obviously I shall film and show you all what the pod's like and the service that you get. I will also try to see if I can get to walk all the way to the rear of the plane and walk all the way up and try to show you what each class looks like, how cramped the legroom is down in standard, and then obviously going all the way up through until you get up to the business class. The only issue is on the way back I have been allocated a seat by one of the exits, so obviously I will have extra legroom there, but I shall see if I can find during the flight a seat which is not occupied, or see if somebody doesn't mind if I just jump in a seat, just to obviously give you an idea of what it's like. So obviously shortly I should be leaving to head off up towards Heathrow. I shall try to film, I can't obviously film in customs, but I shall film with the lounge, show you the food, the drink, etc., the view you get, and then from there, yes, obviously I'll be filming down at the gate and getting onto the plane, and fingers crossed it'll all go according to plan. So here we are, we've arrived, Terminal 5, and next stop's going to be to go straight through into the passports, and from there, yeah, get through into the lounge. So that was the first technical issue. We've obviously coming through customs with all the camera equipment, got stopped, got checked, which obviously they're doing what they should be doing. And so yeah, the next stop is going to be, into there. Hi. It's one of those. Beep. It didn't want to scan going through customs either. I had exactly the same issue. Must be my screen protector on there, it doesn't like. Excellent, thank you. Welcome to the lounge. Drinks, food. Now, somewhere to sit. Seats over there. Sit down. So now we're going for a walk through the whole of the business lounge, starting off at one end to the other.
Hi there, welcome. How are you doing?
Morning. Fantastic. 10G.
10G. So you're going to be heading towards the other side of the aircraft turnpike.
Superb. Cheers. Business class 777. Only business in this area. So later I'll do take a walk down to the rear, come all the way from the rear to the front of the aircraft, give you an idea of the size of this, and obviously the length of it and all the different classes. So whilst I'm sat here, obviously I'll give you a little bit of a look around while people are still boarding. We have if I can work this thing out. TV, which I have the remote control. More legroom than you ever could possibly need on this one. If I can get a shot down in a minute, I will. Back down this. First class. Not seen anybody going into first class though, so presumably it's not fun on this service. But yeah, a lot of crew, a lot of crew. But obviously I'll play around with all the seat buttons and bits and bobs, see what I can break, we'll see what's broken, and yeah, go from there. So today's meal has just been served. As you can see, all proper cutlery with proper plates, free drink, free food. Obviously I shall now eat it and then I'll tell you afterwards what it was like. Seating, which obviously essentially allows the way backwards and forwards. Obviously with the TV screen you do have the remote, and if I'm correct I should be able to seat obviously is now gone from being fully up, that's that one is, and it is now, as you can see, it's now down into a full bed, which obviously just makes life more comfortable on a long haul jet. Obviously I can lay perfectly flat in it as well. Like I've even got, unfortunately I've got the camera mounted on the footrest, but I can flip that down, put that down to make a full on, so I can lay completely dead level. Obviously you're enclosed out the way from the side windows as well. So yeah, it's very, very comfortable. Obviously only a feature that's on the long haul jets, like this one. Being a 777, this has a feature. But no, it is very, very comfortable. If I can do this right, I'll now put the seat back on. no point having the screen out when I'm flying, when I'm trying to demonstrate it. But yeah, you have keyboard on the back. See all the controls on the front of it for you. That's touch screen to that. Okay. Super. And I've just been told now to do the look through from the front to the rear, so I should now do that for you. Okay, so I'm now situated at the rear of the aircraft. Obviously as far back as possibly I can get. I should now also walk from the rear, going up through the front, starting in economy, well, basic class, going all the way out, and I should then pass through the plus, which you can obviously order a meal and everything as well, and then I shall be going right the way up through business class and up into the first class. So here we go. Up to the front of the aircraft, which I'm now stood at the front of first class, which as you can see is very, very posh. Not sure how this is going to come out, if it does even come out. As you can see, 31 minutes remaining, and it's in an altitude of 11,277 metres, kind of 900 kilometres an hour. Earlier it was actually doing more than that, it was at 1100, but obviously we're slowing down a little bit as we're getting nearer to our destination. So that's today's outbound flight nearly done with. We're not far off coming to Madrid now, and obviously many thanks to the patient crew, putting up with me, obviously filming and walking up, down, asking questions and jumping into different seats. Absolutely fantastic crew. They've even told me that obviously on the return flight, as I'm down in economy, if I need anything at all from up in obviously Club Europe class, give them a shout, they'll help me out. So you can't say better than that. Fantastic crew, top marks to them. And yeah, I shall see you when I go back through customs and yeah, do the normal version of this flight, sitting in the back, which to be honest, now I've looked at it, does still look very posh compared to some planes that I've been on by other companies. It's got TV screens and everything in the bag and good leg room. But yeah, we'll see how it is on the return flight. I'll see you then.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care. Hope you have a successful trip.
After you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So on the return flight, I didn't get much in the way of time to be able to film, mainly because I was over top of the wing, so the noise from the engine was a little bit on the loud side. So you probably wouldn't have heard me saying much, because obviously I didn't have my microphone on me to be able to record properly. Now, obviously, it was a very full flight on the return as well, so the people around me didn't really seem that keen on me filming. And yeah, I got a couple of strange looks, but I did still manage to buy some food, which obviously I shall show you basically what I bought and the cost of it. I did also get a chance to try the various seats. Just to give you an idea of the leg room on each one. I had to wait though until the aircraft was empty, and the crew obviously let me stay on just for a few minutes just to actually try the different seats, just to film it to show you the leg room. I must admit, the leg room, even in the cheapest of the seats on the aircraft, there was still enough leg room that I could be comfortable. I mean, I'm 5'10", so I'm not exactly a tall person, but there was ample enough leg room for me in all the seats. And like I say, the only noisy part that I found was being next to the door. Unfortunately, where I was put, there was actually no window. So my window was in the door, so when I wanted to look out the window, I had to lean right forwards all the time. And also, of course, I had the noise of the wind going up over the wing and the engine noise. So yeah, filming wasn't really on. But anyway, you'll be able to see what I did manage to get. And yeah, hopefully it makes a lot of sense. I know obviously this is going to be a very grainy image, just doing the legroom comparison. That's how much legroom I've got sitting. These are the seats over the top of the wing. I shall see if I can quickly get back to the other ones whilst everyone disembarks. Okay, so final part of the comparison. This is sitting down in the economy class. As you can see, very little legroom at all. Still comfortable, still stretch out, but yeah, it is rather tight. So, the big question, is it worth the extra expense to go business compared to just an economy ticket? In my thoughts, yes. I know, okay, the ticket might cost £100, maybe even up to £150 more. But when you look at what you get for it, it is a big difference. To start with, you can have 2 bags which you can check in to put into the hold. Whereas on an economy ticket, you don't even get that. You only get hand luggage. You have to actually pay the extra to go up a level to be able to put sort of even 1 bag in the hold. So straight away to start with, you get more that you can take onto the aircraft to go on holiday. Secondly, you get the lounges. Now, the lounge, like I obviously showed, you have free food. There's all the hot food, the cold food, there's drinks, non-alcoholic, alcoholic drinks, papers, showers, toilets, the lot. It's all in there. And obviously, because if you've got a business pass on your phone, you can go straight into there, have whatever food you like. You can keep going back up for more if you fancy it. Also, you've got a fantastic view because you look straight out over the runway. So at Heathrow, spot on. You know, for the extra money, you got the guarantee that you can get a seat, Whereas I found quite often when I've gone just on a normal ticket, a normal economy, the trouble I find is I go through the border force, they check your passport and all of that. You get out the other side, you then got to hunt around for a seat. So obviously that's a good little perk. Obviously there's free Wi-Fi as well in the lounge, so you don't have to worry about Wi-Fi. You just straight onto it, bang, done. You get the password come through on your phone, so it's very easy. Once you've checked in, obviously you have to go through the border checks. Now, obviously with the business ticket, you also get to use basically like a fast pass. So obviously everybody else is queuing, which can take 20-30 minutes upwards. With the fast pass, you don't. You go down a separate bit and it takes you basically to the front of the queue, or in some airports, I believe it's Gatwick that it does it. It's a completely separate part. So you just go through, straight in, through the customs, out the other side. So obviously you still have to do the checks, but it does save a lot of time there as well. So obviously on the aircraft, the difference you've got there, business, to start with, you're going to get a meal. Regardless of what time of day or night it is, they still are going to give you a meal included in your ticket price. So you've got your meal, you've got as many free drinks as you like. They kept asking me over and over, do you want another drink? Do you want another drink? And you can pretty much have anything that they've got on board, which includes spirits, wine, soft drinks, fruit juice, you name it. They've probably got it on there somewhere. And the seat's obviously way more comfy. There's a lot more space around you, especially obviously when you fly like I did in Club Europe. On that plane, you had like a little pod to sit in. I know for a fact that obviously when I do the trip down to Real Maria and back, you don't. But the seat next to you is always empty. It's always covered over so nobody can sit next to you. So you always have a seat by yourself. Obviously you still get the same treatment. They still bring out your food, bring out your hot flannel thing first off as soon as you get on the plane. So, you know, the more you look at it, the more you see that the extra money gives you that extra comfort as such. It's a lot less hassle. I like to get to the airport a couple of hours early, go in a lounge, sit down, have a meal, have something to drink, chill out, unwind. Know that when I go to get on the plane, I'm going to have space. There'll be somewhere to be able to put anything that I've got on me, like a little bag or whatever. I can put that always in a space. There's never a problem with that. So it depends how you feel. If you're the sort of person who wants to scrimp, save, go on a budget, then okay, there's no problem with that. Obviously, you have to, when you get through the customs, you've got to find yourself somewhere to sit down, and obviously there's lots of places, there's lots of restaurants. Personally, for me, I pay the extra. I just feel the service you get and the way it's much more relaxed and chilled throughout the whole process, from when you get to the airport to when you get off of that plane. It's relaxed. It's so much more chilled. But obviously it's not for everybody because you've got to pay the extra money. But personally, I would say do it. Even if you just do it once, just give it a go. Pay that little bit extra. Just go on a business flight just to see what the difference is with British Airways. And it is a big difference compared to the normal one. So hopefully this has been sort of gives you some information about what it's like. And yeah, you know, give it a try.